Yo ballers, this is Kicks Contest, I'm Lyoha Matras Fly White, and today we're gonna test the Nike Ja 1. Let's go! Okay, so the Ja 1s run true to size, at least lengthwise, but they're pretty narrow and stiff out of the box. I wouldn't recommend these for ballers with wide feet, because you'll want to throw them away and burn them after you try them on. There will be no problems for those with high arch though, because we have a classic lacing system here. There's plenty of padding in the heel area to the point where I could say even too much padding, which I never say, but it feels pretty comfy there. The toe box area doesn't have that much padding and is pretty stiff out of the box as I said, so it requires some break-in time, maybe a couple of workouts. Even though I have a regular foot, I felt pressure from the sides of the shoe, and the stiff upper is a bit restrictive the first few times. But after the first couple of workouts, the issue went away and I could focus on my game rather than on the shoes. Overall comfort reminded me of that in Kyrie Low 5, because they have a few things in common and a few similar elements. For example, these supportive leather overlays here on the sides. I'll show you the rest in the video. When it comes to breathability, it is subpar because of the amount of padding all around the insides of the shoe. There's no air circulation whatsoever and your feet will start heating up during warm-up exercises. Cushioning is nothing new, quite typical for a Nike budget shoe. There's a zoom unit in the front and just Phylon foam in the rest of the midsole. As we all know, Ja Morant is not only a crazy gangster, but a crazy dunker as well. So I would assume his first sneakers should be good for dunking and jumping. I wore them to a couple of dunk sessions and the cushioning worked just as I expected. There's enough impact protection in the forefoot area, but not quite as much in the heel. If you weigh over 19 kilos or 190 pounds, you will most likely feel the impact when landing. On the other hand, the court feel is pretty good in these shoes, so point guards will definitely appreciate them. Well, they were made for the point guards in the first place. The traction pattern on the jaws is another thing that reminds me of Kyrie Low 5. Similar style, multi-directional jagged pattern, which to be honest gets the job done pretty well. The outsole is pretty grippy and squeaky even on slightly dusty courts. They even grip well on a dusty concrete court. Not every shoe does that, but this doesn't mean that you should take them outdoors. The outsole is pretty soft and they will erase in no time, especially here on the sides. There's nothing really special about the materials used on the Nike Ja 1s, just the usual mesh upper reinforced by fuse and a couple of synthetic leather overlays. Not many noticeable details I could mention. Maybe this logo here on the tongue and these TPU swooshes that are joining at the heel area, making a kind of heel tap, which doesn't really work because you can't really slide your finger in there. So basically this is just a gimmicky design feature, not a functional one. And that's about it. Well, maybe this print too, but it's nothing special actually. The assembly quality is decent, but it's hard to fuck up assembling such a basic shoe. The stitches are accurate and there are no glue stains or any loose threads. Each shoe weighs 430 grams or 15.1 ounces for size 12 US, which is nice considering the amount of padding these shoes have. They feel pretty minimal and lightweight on feet when broken in. 4-foot lockdown is good by default on the Nike Ja 1, but it can be adjusted and tightened even more if needed. These leather overlays on the sides provide great lockdown and lateral containment. The heel cup is solid and firm, and it reminds me of that of Kyrie Low 5 because it's kinda molded in the form of the heel. Thanks to these, it keeps the heel in place and doesn't let it slide up and down. The toe box also feels the same as in Kyrie Low 5. It's flat toward the edges and it doesn't have extra room, which is not bad actually. There's no lateral outrigger as such, but the outsole is wide and not too rounded from the sides, which makes the Ja 1 a pretty stable basketball shoe. There's a small plastic shank in the midsole to ensure torsion support even under significant pressure. The Nike Ja 1 gets a total of 82 points in our tests, which is identical to Kyrie Low 5. And it's not that we give this score on purpose, it just happened. It looks like this model was based on Kyrie Low 5 features and given a Kobe silhouette. Overall, this is a decent performer for being a budget shoe for just $110. Recommended for both guard positions. Okay guys, this is it for today. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button and let us know your comments, because if you don't have any reaction to these, we don't know if you like the video or not. Also subscribe to the channel if you're not, because we are heading towards the 10,000 subscribers, which is our next big goal till we reach 1 million. Also please make sure you subscribe to our Instagram at Kicks Contest World, where we post teasers, first impressions, basketball, sneaker news, and do every weekend Q&A session. See you there. This was Kicks Contest. I'm Ljocha Matras Fly White. Peace everyone. Kushti supчик. Bam!